Oh, sorry. That's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to support the show and support SHR Media, go to reaver.one/shop. That's REAVER.ONE/SHOP. So got a couple things that weren't on the agenda that I want to bring up. I take it Dallas Stars. Well, Mike Modano, who I believe is the GM for the Dallas Stars, put out a tweet. They have a sticker on their helmet in honor of the fallen police officers, especially the 5 that were killed in Dallas. Well, he put out a tweet. Take note at NFL, the Dallas Stars take care of their own. I am not a Dallas Star fan. I am a Philadelphia Flyers fan. I have huge respect, massive respect for Dallas Stars, NHL, and Mike Modano, and all the players. I'm glad to see at least somebody trying to do something. Ugh. And then, God, the news this morning. Oh. Well, last night I was paying attention to the Trump speech. He did 2 rallies. And I didn't catch the first one because I was doing the show and had massive audio issues towards the end of the show. And I haven't had a chance to... I put this out on Twitter a little bit. In a conversation. His one speech. Now, I know not all of them are supporters, because there was a few trolls in there. They were pretty much just getting ignored, and it was pissing them off. I loved it. 120,000 people were watching the Trump speeches yesterday for the one rally. That was just through Facebook. There's multiple other ways you could watch it. And from what I'm being told by other people that I trust very much, he was hitting similar numbers on those. There was something like 20-some thousand people there for the speech, 8,000 outside. it's... I don't think anybody gives a rat's ass about all this media coverage bullshit that's going on. I really don't think anybody cares. People are seeing it for what it's worth. They're seeing it as nothing but a political ploy. Because now you got Jennifer Flowers coming out. Bill Clinton paid $200 for her to abort her baby. And on a side note, Obama administration has lifted the ban on Cuban cigars, Cuban rum, and other items. Which kind of pisses me off now that I quit smoking. Now they lift the ban on Cuban cigars. That pisses me off. You know, I'm really getting tired of Fox News. I am. They're turning out to be nothing more than a Clinton shill. They're no different than the Clinton News Network, CNN. Nothing but Clinton, NBC. MSNBC, can't think of anything. More shit, nothing but Clinton Network. I'm not buying all the bullshit. I'm not falling for it. I'm really not. And they think that we're actually paying attention to the crap of the news anymore. They're trying to stay relevant, as they're really not anymore. It just... And this one's scaring the crap out of me. And I haven't talked about it on air. Because I really don't have proof, but I'm going to talk about it today. Obama is trying its damnedest to start a war. Whether it be with Iran, Syria, Russia, he is doing his damnedest to start a major war. The only two theories I can come up with, one, usually during wartime, you either keep the same president or the same party going to help fight those wars. Or he knows that Trump's going to win, then he wants to saddle them, or he wants to saddle Trump with the same issues that he had, the same troubles. Because now Obama and his aides are expected to weigh Syrian military options today. They're doing anything and everything. You have Russia, who told all of its diplomats to fly all their family home. That's never a good thing when they start pulling diplomats and their families home. Kind of what China did right before Pearl Harbor. I'm not saying Russia's going to Pearl Harbor us, but that's never a good thing. Frankenstein John Kerry is not going to be helping us. He'll make matters worse. This is not good, people. This administration, Hillary Clinton, they are out just to destroy everything in this country so that they could rebuild it. It's... Oh, a charity has called on DiCaprio to resign as UN messenger of peace. That's funny. It's... There's just one article that says Clinton to win Muslim vote by landslide. I don't believe that. She's going to win. I don't know if by a landslide, because there is a lot of Muslims that want to see the bans that Trump is talking about. It's... It's going to be rough. I don't think... I'm not buying these accusations. I'm sorry, women. It's, and I know a lot of women, including my wife, said this is bullshit. You wait 30 years, and not a peep. Nobody's ever accused Trump of any sexual misconduct. Now that he's running for president, all of a sudden the Democrats, who the two women now are Democrat donors, Democrat supporters, have ties to the Clinton Foundation. Yeah, something doesn't smell right with these accusations. They're just coming up now, and with the ties, I'm calling utter bullshit on these accusations. I don't even believe they're true. I think they're fabricated. I would not put it past the Democrats to do this. The one woman's story, the way she told it, everything, it just doesn't cut the mustard. That long, you would be able to talk about it at least. You would know the details. That woman was trying to remember her lines. And it lambast me, attack me, I don't care. That is my opinion. I don't believe those two women. And it just seems funny that those accusations just line up perfectly with what the locker room talk. Lines up a little too perfect and comes out just after, oh, it's not working. All right, next phase. And we're finding out through the WikiLeaks, this is exactly what the Democrats and the Clinton campaign is about. They will say and do anything to get her elected, including breaking laws. Holy shit, CNN's Jake Tapper went after Donna Brazile for leaking the questions to the Clintons. This is getting ridiculous. She can't even do a debate or commander-in-chief without knowing the answer. She's not going to have the answer as president. So if she can't do these debates / commander-in-chief forum, how is she going to be president? It's the corruption within this organization is, and that's the other reason why I don't believe the accusations. More emails come out, and we got more accusations against Trump that we're gonna. The news isn't covering the WikiLeaks like it should be. Absolutely criminal and scary. She lies to the public. She admits that she has two different opinions. She has one for Wall Street, and then she has the one that she tells the public. The one where Wall Street writes her huge checks and she tells them how she's going to protect them. Then she comes to the public and says, no, I'm going to attack and I'm going to regulate and I'm going to go after Wall Street. I'm going to be a person for the people. You tell me which one she's going to be. Is she going to help Wall Street? The one that's giving her millions of dollars, or the people? This man is going to get us. Iran has now sent warships to Yemen, where we fired missiles at Iran-backed forces. Because they fired on us. Because this administration unleashed a terrorist country. It's... Oh, and a little side note, 2 officers in Boston were shot Wednesday. And, the gun control fails again. Because the criminal who perpetrated these crimes by shooting 2 officers didn't have a gun license, which was needed. Criminals do not follow the fucking laws. Period. Oh, it pisses me off. And you got Moms Demand running their mouth here in Florida. And the guy's one of the persons, I believe it's a guy, and we're going to win this fight. Yeah, every boxer says they're going to win the fight until they get knocked the fuck out. I challenged him. To come talk to my father and explain to my father how disarming law-abiding citizens is going to help the American people. Explain to my father, who took 2 bullets and watched his boss get murdered because they were not allowed by the state of New Jersey to have a concealed carry permit. I want these groups to come look at my father, and he could show the scars, the 2-foot scar he has on his stomach, because the state of New Jersey did not allow its citizens and does not allow its citizens to carry to protect themselves. But the criminal and criminals who perpetrate these crimes do not care about licenses, do not care about breaking the law. So, mom to man, go fuck yourself. Because I'm coming at you with real life experience. You say you're coming with scientific facts. You're coming with emotion and fear-mongering. I'm coming with facts, real life. Because there was not a goddamn group there to help us. Your little emotional outburst trying to ban guns in America. And yes, that's what you're doing. Don't tell me, we're not trying to ban guns. It's a big bullshit lie. Because if you actually said it, you would have zero support for that. So you say, we want sensible gun control. Well, there already is background checks. Spouse, domestic abuse. You cannot have a gun. You're pushing laws that are already in effect. You don't want terrorists to have guns. They can't, you fucking moron. God, I just want one of these mental midgets to come on my show. But they don't have the balls. It pisses me off to no end. And I'm sorry I'm yelling into the mic. This is one that is very, very close to my heart. I'm the one that was sitting there changing my father's colostomy bag. I was the one cleaning my dad's wounds. Not any of these anti-gun pussies. They're the ones that cause these issues. They're the ones that push these gun-free zones. From 1950 to 2010, 100% of the mass shootings happen in gun-free zones. From 2010 until now, it's like 97, 98% happen in gun-free zones. Criminals are picking these gun-free zones out because they know nobody is armed. They count on nobody being armed. They count on it. So don't sit there and tell me disarming. We don't want to disarm. No, that's what you're doing. And if you didn't want to, why are you backing the Democrats who paid millions of dollars for a think tank on how to disarm American people? And how'd they come up with disarm American people? Oh, it's very easy. You start putting in so many regulations slowly, expanding the regulations we have now, making it more difficult to allow law-abiding citizens to get a gun to the point that it's next to impossible for them to get it. So they go, I can't get one. Who cares? I'm not going to apply for it. It's too hard to get it. Then the next step is you ban guns, and they go, well, I couldn't get it anyway, so it's no big deal. I've read your reports. I've looked into this. You're fear-mongering and twisting facts. You're going after assault rifles. Congratulations, you're going after a new one that shot 2 cops. He didn't have any gun license. You're going after a weapon that has, it's like 3% of all gun shootings. You're going after gun crimes. We have this problem of gun violence. We are at a record low of gun violence. So please tell me where, it is a huge issue. More people are killed by drunk drivers every day. And yes, that is an issue, and it is more important than gun violence. We have more people murdered by hammers than assault rifles. It just, you're not going to convince me. Oh, and the best is the attacks that I do get is how I'm mentally unstable because my father shooting, and I don't have a right to speak up because I'm too emotional about the subject from my father shooting, so I don't have a right to speak up. But they will put those families and have them speak, the small amount of them that are against guns after a tragedy. And yes, it is a small amount. Sandy Hook, Columbine, because they don't put in the news the families that are for guns, and they do consist of larger than those that want to ban them. I've been there. I feel your pain. It's not the gun. That's not going to stop anything. Putting more laws, because if laws stopped these criminals from doing these heinous acts, if laws stop that, making murder illegal or attempted murder illegal would be enough. Your laws don't mean fucking shit to them. You're only hurting law-abiding. You want to protect women from rape? Well, there's nothing better than the loudest rape whistle around. And that would be a handgun. Nothing turns the tides faster. And you know what? It's not 100%. But you know what is 100%? that rapist is going to rape that female when she has nothing to protect herself. It ups the odds. It puts the odds in the favor of the victim. These people want to create more victims. They want to create more corpses. That's what Mom's Demand wants. They want more victims and more corpses. I'm sick of it, people. And I'm not going to sit here and be quiet about it. I'm not going to be disarmed because people don't understand what's going on. They don't understand the current laws. They don't understand there's background checks. They listen and help perpetuate these lies. Well, if you go to a gun show, you can buy a gun with no ID. Bullshit. You can go to a state with weaker gun control and buy guns from them and bring them into your state. Bullshit. You have to show an ID. Oh, which the Democrats say is racist. You have to show an ID. Then you have to follow the law that the person is from. Or, excuse me, the state that they're from. So there's no loopholes, people. And that 3-day wait that they call a loophole was a compromise. The Democrat anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment wanted to have an unlimited time. The conservatives, the pro-gun, said, no, that is a backdoor ban. They didn't want any time frame. It was an immediate check. They came to what's called a compromise, a basic word that the Democrats do not understand again. And 3 days came up. So now they sit there, oh, it's a loophole. It's a loophole. No, it isn't. It was a compromise, people. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube, Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com. And that was a total screw-up. I wasn't even paying attention. Here's the commercial break. We'll be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid promo.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe. What the?
The deplorable, irredeemable, uneducated redneck Jersey Joe.
Looks like the wife's mad at me again.
The deplorable, irredeemable, uneducated redneck Jersey Joe.
Okay. So, well, Jersey. Oh, that totally threw me off. It was my own little stupid bit, and it threw me off. Total blonde moment. So Rasmussen has come out with a report today. And it's saying that these false accusations, this political trickery, that the low political trickery that Hillary Clinton is known for, is not swaying anybody. The polls have not changed. Nobody's buying the bullshit. It's funny, Hillary sits there and goes, Michelle told me, when they go low, we go high. I'm still waiting for her to do it. Words are one thing, actions are another, and people are watching you, Hillary. People are watching. And they see exactly what you're doing. They see you running your mouth about, I'm getting a high. Maybe she's talking about she's getting high. That would explain a lot of things. Because you're not taking the high road. As typical of the Clinton conduct, you're going lower than pig mud. You've been trying every dirty trick that's in your book, and it hasn't worked. And it's pissing you off, and we could see it. It's pissing you off. Everybody sees it in your speeches. Why am I not 50 points ahead? Oh, where is that? Where is that? Hate when I get things in my head. All right, here we go. Real quick, I don't know who told her this would be a good idea either. He should be fired. Let's cut a commercial where we're going to yell at the public that they want to know why I'm not 50 points ahead.
And bargain collectively. And I will fight back against so-called right to work.
I'll fight
Right
back.
to work is wrong for workers and wrong for America.
Listen to her yell. She's
now,
all...
having said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? Aren't I 50 points ahead? Why aren't I 50 points ahead? Said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead? This, why aren't I 50 points ahead? This, why aren't I 50 points ahead? Said all this, why aren't I... Said all this, why aren't I 50 points ahead? You...
I think she answered her own question. It's... So, yeah, the polls are... at least one has the balls to have an honest poll. And it says, the people do not care. The people do not care. And even Mike Pence is going out there going, guys, these polls are a bunch of bullshit anymore. I've seen several polls that are polling large groups of people, large groups, equal groups. And Trump's leading them big time. Trump is leading them big time. When you get CNN, who's doing less than 500 or less, they're skewing the results to high Democrat areas. Yeah. And even then, sometimes they're coming up with, and the one, MSNBC, they changed the data to match the 2012 electorate, which gave Hillary the lead. They're changing the data to fit their means. And they call it scientific. And what's funny also is, first it was Fox. Everything is Fox's fault. And they're still doing Fox's fault. But now they've added Breitbart, it's their fault. He's acting like Breitbart. They're doing Breitbart. It's Breitbart. The alt-right. It's Fox. Oh, my God. Grow the fuck up. Take some responsibility for yourself. Have a little respect for yourself. It's a goddamn joke. It's Breitbart. Trump goes full Breitbart. And here's something. I actually had it set up for later. Let's do it now. Let's actually go to my notes. Americans fear gun control, Obamacare, and tornadoes more than mass shootings. There was an actual poll done. The poll released October 11th shows that corrupt government officials are America's greatest fear. That is followed by terror attack, not having enough money for the future, and terrorism. Fifth on the list of things that scare Americans most are government restrictions on firearms and ammunition. And you have to go a long way down the list. Yes, past Obamacare, reptiles, tornadoes, the threat of extinction, before you get to fear of mass shootings and other crimes committed with guns. And here's a list in no particular order of things that people fear more than mass shootings. People I love dying, economic financial collapse, identity theft. People I love becoming seriously ill, biological warfare. Government tracking of personal data, high medical bills. The U.S. will be involved in another world war, global warming and climate change, nuclear weapons attack, cyber terrorism, being hit by a drunk driver, pollution of oceans, rivers, and lakes, pandemic or major epidemic, corporate tracking of personal information, and pollution of drinking water. After pollution, Americans fear break-ins, and although break-ins do not require a gun, they represent the first thing on the list that could involve one. Following break-ins, Americans fear widespread civil unrest, and then nuclear accident meltdown, and then finally, random mass shootings. Think about corrupt government officials are America's number one fear. Gun control is number 5. And way down on the list at number 30 is fear of a mass shooting. This is a list of what Americans really think of your gun control. This is what Americans think about the right to bear arms. Majority of Americans have yet to buy into the left's relentless talk and attempts to ban guns. And it's funny because you see these rallies that Moms Demands and all these Michael Bloomberg groups, and they all are Michael Bloomberg's groups. That's the funny part is they cry about the NRA, but it's okay for Michael Bloomberg to not create just one. He has God knows how many anti-gun groups. He keeps starting them and financing them. That's the funny thing is he keeps starting all these groups to make it look like there's a lot of people that want. There isn't. You go to their rallies and stuff, there's next to nobody there. Then they have armed security. It's a joke, these people are. They're political hacks pushing an agenda of Michael Bloomberg's. And then to the point I was talking about earlier, that I am so afraid right now that Obama is pushing us into wars on purpose. And it's not just Obama. I mean, Hillary's talking this rhetoric. They're the ones that bashed Bush on war. Obama has bombed more countries than Bush ever did. I think almost double. Hillary's just pushing this Russia thing, trying to start. And former Navy SEAL and Blackwater CEO Eric Prince said that the large and likely growing volumes of WikiLeaks revelations about Hillary Clinton made it difficult for the left to challenge their legitimacy by portraying them as the work of Russian intelligence agencies. It's the Democrats are trying to take us back to the Cold War. And Hillary Clinton, all she does is blame Russia, 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 Russia. I make jokes about it, but it's not funny. It really isn't funny. She is blaming everything on Russia. And she is pushing us towards another conflict with Russia. And possibly worse. It's scary. The Democrats are the ones that are supposed to be against war, and they are pushing us into war. But they think we could do this fly-by-night bombing campaigns, and everything will hunky-dory, and they look good. It seems like they're trying to change their image a little bit to bring over Republicans, because they think by doing this, they have this preconceived notion all these Republicans want is war. It's not that we want war, but we understand you can't talk your way out of every fight. Sometimes you can't even try to talk your way out of a fight. Sometimes you got to smack them in the mouth, and other times you got to know when to talk to them first. Democrats have always just wanted to talk. Now, they're instigating. They're instigating issues. They're going to get us into a world war. They're going to start the world war. And I would not be surprised Obama, before he's out of office, starts it and then laughs as he walks out the door, whether it's Hillary or Trump. He's going to laugh as he goes out the door. Not good. It's we're not good. And it's to go back to the gun control issue. We have James O'Keefe from Project Veteris. I know I'm butchering the names, and I'm sorry. He released another hidden camera video on Thursday, which shows Wisconsin's Wes Feingold, a Democrat challenger for the U.S. Senate, telling a Palo Alto, California fundraiser that Hillary Clinton is going to use executive order to enforce gun control. We have seen that through the WikiLeaks email that she will enact gun control through executive orders. It's... I don't give a flying rat's ass whether it's an R, a D, an I after the name. I don't care what the initial is. I don't care if it's a Whig party. I don't care if it was Abraham fucking Lincoln reincarnated, put back in office. This executive actions, orders, a president governing by his hand however he sees fit is bullshit. And it's sad to say, I think we need to put an amendment in there that he can't do this. It is against the founding documents. If he wants to write these executive orders to say, this is how I want my White House staff to run, then that's what they were for. They were meant for the White House, how to run everything. Every person's going to run their staff differently. They're going to want different things done in the White House. That's fine. But this governing by executive action, no. I'm tired of it. I can't say it enough. Ooh, let's see. Washington Times. 7 Clinton scandals exposed by WikiLeaks. We'll get to that more after we take a break. I didn't even notice what time it was. Yeah, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube, Spreaker, and iTunes. We will be right back. Hey, I won't make a mistake on the commercial this time.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeovers here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Mondays through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to support the show, support SHR Media, go to reverb.1/shop. So I told you that there's a Washington Times has a top 10 Clinton scandals exposed by WikiLeaks. Number 1, Miss Clinton had cozy, improper relationships with mainstream media. CNN contributor and then advisor of the Democrat National Committee Donna Brazile gave Clinton campaign advance notice of CNN's town hall questions that she thought may give Miss Clinton pause. Miss Clinton's campaign laundered a New York Times report for teeing up stories for them, and ABC George Stephanopoulos for hammering home their talking points. The Boston Globe helped Miss Clinton team maximize her presence in New England during the primaries. And NBC's John Harwood bragged to them about dodging Donald Trump during a Republican primary debate he moderated. Number 2, the State Department paid special attention to Friends of Bill. After a massive 2010 Haiti earthquake, a senior aide to then Secretary of State Clinton repeatedly gave special attention to those identified by the abbreviations FOB, Friends of Bill, or WJC VIPs, William Jefferson Clinton VIPs, referring to the former president. The emails show Miss Clinton's State Department prioritized and benefited Mr. Clinton's friends and $10 billion recovery effort. The State Department also polled the popularity of Mr. Clinton in Haiti and shared the results with him. Miss Clinton argued for a hemispheric, this is number 3, a hemispheric common market with open trade and open borders. During one of the debates, she said she is not for open borders, but she has said it herself during one of her speeches. Miss Clinton's dream for America looks a lot like the European Union. She reportedly told investors in a paid speech in Brazilian Banco, whatever, in 2013, "My dream is a hemispheric common market with open trade, open borders. Sometime in the future, with energy that's as green and sustainable as we can get it, powering growth and opportunity for every person in the hemisphere. Without borders, there is no country, and that is including the United States." These governments are pushing to do away with countries. They want to go to the one world government. Those are Miss Clinton's words, not mine. She has lied multiple times and denied she said it, but she gave these speeches. The Clinton campaign was in touch with Department of Justice officials regarding the release of her emails. Brian Fallon, Miss Clinton's spokesman and former Justice Department staffer, appeared to have discussions with sources inside the DOJ about ongoing open records lawsuits requesting access to her emails while serving as Secretary of State. In an email from May 2015, Mr. Fallon said that the DOJ folks had informed him about the upcoming status conference in one of the lawsuits. Well, isn't that just nice? How the DOJ kept the suspect up to date on what was going on with the investigation. The Clinton camp was tipped off to the release of the Benghazi emails. In April 2015, Clinton campaign deputy communication director Christina Skate, referred to a tip from a source regarding when the State Department planned to release Miss Clinton's Benghazi emails. Miss Clinton's lawyer, Heather Samuelson, followed up on the tip, writing, "Latest, still aiming for Friday, but potentially it gets delayed until next week because still moving through interagency review process. We'll check back tomorrow and keep you posted." Quick date update on this. DOS says the release of the 300 will likely happen on Thursday or Friday. We'll keep you posted as I hear anything further on my end. The collusion between government officials and Miss Hillary Clinton on all these scandals is mind-numbing. Number 6, Miss Clinton admitted sometimes her public and private positions differ. So she admits she lies and tells different stories to different people. So which do we believe? Which position is her position? Which position is the position she will hold when she gets in office? That's the problem with her comment. And she tried blaming Abraham Lincoln. And he came back for a few minutes and he said he guessed that's why he got 2 bullets in the back of the head. It's absolutely... I can't believe she tried defending her position. And yes, she tried to defend her position. And that's where the Abraham Lincoln bullshit came about. This woman is as fake comes. It's absolutely ridiculous how low she will actually go. She goes high. She gets high. Oh my, it's oh my God. I love it. They keep, if you watch the news, Trump's imploding. Trump's imploding. How many times for the last year have we heard he's imploding? How many times have we heard he's imploding? Oh, this is his campaign going down. I'm still... Wishful thinking. This man is a fighter, and he's hitting back hard. And he should hit back hard. Stop taking up bullshit and start swinging away, Mr. Trump. Like he said, he's not just fighting for himself. He's fighting for the American people. And I actually believe this man. I don't believe many politicians. I can't even think of one that I believe. Abraham Lincoln, I believed. But Mr. Trump, I actually believe in. I really do. I believe his stances on stuff, his love for the country. He didn't have to do this. He's going down in history. He'll be in history books already. He's a billionaire already. What does he have to gain by stepping up like this? He already had a successful TV show, successful business, great kids. So you know what? I believe what's going on. I believe that that's what he's out after, is to help the country. And yes, does it help his business? Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. If he makes America economy great and stable again, yes, it helps his country. Yes, that's a side effect. I'll take that. Instead of these. I don't get it. I don't get it. So what? It's going to help his business. I mean, it's not like he's doing deals that's just going to help his business alone. It's going to help the economy straight across. With that being better, that would help his business in the long run. That's a side effect. But the bullshit he's going through, he could very easily go, fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm rich. I don't got to put up with this crap. Bye. Everybody keeps saying his campaign is done. I've heard that so many times. How many times in the primary? How many times in this presidential run? It's wishful thinking. The left is desperate right now. They're getting worse and worse as the days go on. They're watching Hillary Clinton circle the drain. I don't know. And maybe my logic is totally off. She gets in, we're done as a country. Within a year, I think SHR will have to shut down because of government. Free speech will be done with before the end of her term. Guns, the right to bear arms, gone. Free speech, gone. God knows how many of our other constitutional rights, because she has said it, people. The government has the right to regulate our constitutional rights. Our constitutional rights were put in there because the government doesn't have the right.
You know, Donald Trump has also been out on the stump talking about the Second Amendment, saying you want to abolish the Second Amendment. I know you reject that, but I want to ask you a specific question. Do you believe that an individual's right to bear arms is a constitutional right, that it's not linked to service in a militia?
I think that for most of our history, there was a nuanced reading of the Second Amendment until the decision by the late Justice Scalia. And there was no argument until then that localities and states and the federal government had a right, as we do with every amendment, to impose reasonable regulations.
Let me play that again.
States and the federal government had a right, as we do with every amendment, to impose reasonable regulations. The federal government had a right, as we do with every amendment, to impose reasonable regulations.
And no, that is why we have a constitution. It limits the government from regulating our rights. Let me get back to this. I kind of veered off to this Washington Times article, the top 10 scandals. We are up to number 8. Miss Clinton admits she has had a hard time relating to the struggles of the middle class. I don't know if that's exactly a scandal. In a 2014 speech to Goldman Sachs and BlackRock, Miss Clinton admitted her riches and public persona lifestyle isolates her from financial struggles of most of the country, saying her memories of childhood is how she connects now to everyday American. Obviously, I'm kind of far removed because the life I've lived and the economics, fortunes that my husband and I now enjoy. Well, there was a picture of her father's house and the lifestyle they led from his quote-unquote small business, which in today's standards would be equal to like $3 million a year. And the house was, well, probably about 10 times the size of my house. I live in a 4-bedroom, 2-car garage. I think it's 1,500 square foot. I don't know. I never pay attention to that crap. This woman doesn't know the struggles. Oh, and she went into a Hispanic community store that serves food, and she went in and ordered some Hispanic food and sat there and ate it like a normal everyday person. Give me a fucking break. Miss Clinton campaign used Benghazi as a distraction from her email scandal. Miss Clinton's campaign tried to make her email scandal disappear during the Benghazi probe by trying to conflate and confuse. Oh my God. Hang on, let me jump. And it's kind of funny. This woman constantly, I don't recall. I don't remember. Every time there's an issue with her, I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't remember. What did Donald Trump say 30 years ago? And she'll quote him. She wasn't even there and she can quote the man. But she can't remember what she's done. Convenient, isn't it? Mr. Podesta told aides in March 2015 to steer the media's attention from the email scandal to the House Benghazi investigation, which they had already been painted in the media as a Republican witch hunt. The Clinton team strategized on how to delay releasing emails, knowing it was against the law. After receiving a subpoena for her emails, Clinton insider Philippe Reines in March 2015 discussed strategies to use as an excuse not to release all of her emails. It appeared to constitute a conscious effort of the Clinton campaign to frustrate and delay a congressional subpoena. Mr. Reines said of the emails, not flippantly, and maybe just from Nick's, which was Merle, Clinton's spokesman, mouth, but rather than going around on how to release the 55,000, let's just be for what's happening and use this as an excuse. Because we can say, even if the state has equalities, not providing them would put her in legal jeopardy. Or we could say, happy for them to have it. Happy for them to have it them as soon as state is comfortable. It Oh, and I missed number 7. Miss Clinton's spokesman mocked Catholics and evangelists as severely backwards. Hacked emails show Miss Clinton's campaign spokesman Jennifer Palmieri and other Clinton allies openly talking about Catholics being severely backwards and charging that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. An April 2011 discussion between Ms. Palmieri and John Halpin, a senior fellow at the Liberal Center for American Progress, mocks media mogul Rupert Murdoch for raising his children in the Catholic Church and said that most powerful elements in the conservative movements are all Catholic. I'm not Catholic, I'm not evangelist, and I'm offended by it. I'm disgusted. The attack from the left, the repeated attack from the left. I'm flabbergasted. Utterly speechless with what's going on nowadays. It's, as I said, if she wins, I expect to be shut off from air. I expect a lot of conservatives will be shut up because it's the only way they're going to win. And they started at the steps. They've been forcing the FCC into new regulations, pushing the control of the internet over to the UN. They have been pushing the destruction of the United States. And it keeps talking out. The right are the violent ones. A man who was wearing a Bill Clinton is a rapist t-shirt was savagely beat at a rally in Las Vegas for Hillary Clinton during a carpenters union, and they surrounded the event to block cameras from filming or taking pictures of what happened. This is becoming very common with Democrats and liberals and the progressives, the violence. And I love how they're pushing, if Trump loses, the violence that these gun-toting idiots know. We will keep fighting, but we're not going to go out and start shooting and beating. That is, the left has been doing it this whole election. They've done it at Trump rallies repeatedly. They've been beating people, savagely beating them, putting them in the hospital. And then they have the balls to blame us for the hate and violence. All this woman has done is attack Trump and attack the supporters. Oh, God. Fucking liberals. Florida Supreme Court has ruled that the death penalty sentencing is unconstitutional. the liberals just, they protect the criminals and they piss all over the innocent. And I've seen it. I've seen how they protect these criminals. It's just disheartening. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising Radio, YouTube, Spreaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I am flabbergasted. But I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. Just because I try doesn't mean I'm succeeding. See where are we at. I didn't know that Trump did 3 rallies yesterday. 3! Jesus, Hillary can barely get that done in 1 week. Where is that? I hate the way Facebook has their stuff nowadays. It's not, even if you look on someone's page, it's not even in order chronologically. It's still pretty random. Where is it? Where is it? As I said, last night I watched the rally from Ohio, and there was something like 27,000 people there, another 8,000 outside, and then it's 120,000 watching on Facebook. It just, his numbers are huge. Hillary, she could barely get 30,000 people to watch. It's unbelievable. It's where am I at? Thing is, because there's a lot going, no, that's not happening. People are exaggerating. People are exaggerating. No, they're not. Don't you hate? See, a lot of times I put posts while I'm doing the show or right before the show, and I'm usually typing fast. and I don't proofread, and I make major errors. Instead of writing love, I wrote L-O-E. Damn blonde moment. Let's see. So, yeah, I'm very much, I take a lot of screenshots. Holy shit, I take too many screenshots. But too many times. Oh, show me proof, show me proof, show me proof. There you go. Too many times. Facebook, Twitter. Because people delete comments all the time. And I'm too lazy to do it the other route. To go searching, because even though you delete something, it's still there. There's sites that take pictures of the internet constantly, just non-stop. What the heck? I'm not sure what this is. This is Michelle going off about something.
Campaigning in Chicago, Michelle Obama today told women why her husband should be the next president of the United States.
One of the things, the important aspects of this race is role modeling what good families should look like. And my view is that if you can't run your own house, you certainly can't run the White House. Can't do it.
Michelle Obama returned to her South Side roots to host a Women for Obama event at the Grand Ballroom on Cottage Grove.
So that was Michelle Obama on Hillary a couple of years ago. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. I love it. With that Donna Brazile, the DNC chairwoman, she denied helping Hillary with the questions, and now it's coming out. It's proof that she lied, and she's trying to backtrack, and they treat us so bad. So bad do they treat us. It's sickening. And I love when the Democrats, it's a right-wing conspiracy. That's their go-to. And, well, more times than not, it's been proven it's not a conspiracy. It's what's actually happening. Oh, it's in New Jersey. I ordered a broken laptop. Well, the screen's broken. Everything else is working. And why would I do that? Well, because Comcast, their television in my area is crap. We don't even have on demand. So what I have to do is I have my laptop hooked to my TV. So we can't use it anymore. Because I have to go in, log into Comcast, and go that way. So what I've done is I've ordered a laptop that's working. The screen's busted. I got it cheap as hell. Cheap. Put it this way, for under $50. I got a working laptop, just no screen. So it's got an HDMI port, so it's going to get put underneath my TV. It's got Wi-Fi. Plug the HDMI. I already have a wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, so I can do everything I need to do from the couch. And I can go on demand. Plus, I have other stuff. I play my game on it. I play World of Warcraft a lot lately. That and EverQuest. I haven't been on EverQuest lately. Sorry, Sean. I was playing that for a while, got bored. Went to World of Warcraft, and then I'll go back to EverQuest. I bounce back and forth between those, and every now and then Star Wars, the Old Republic. I know I'm a nerd for playing all these games. It's fun. It's entertainment. But anyway, I got this 50-some inch TV, flat screen, and I play my games on it. Everybody goes to sleep. On the couch, nice and comfy. Got my feet up. Boop, boop, boop. So, yeah, I'm ordering with a broken screen because I don't care about the screen. Just have it plugged in underneath, and that's the way the laptop can be used for its purpose. And I don't have a lot of the HD channels that are available because Comcast sucks. Do not get Comcast especially if you are in the area of Hillsborough County, Florida. They are not updating their systems. They bought this from a company called Adelphia. They bought out Adelphia's contract, or the whole company, I don't know. And they told us from the start, their system is behind on ours. We're going to update it immediately. That was in 2007. And I guess what I'm guessing is because of the difference between equipment of what they have to what's there is not that compatible. We're losing channels left, right. There is not even Fox or CNN on HD. That's how bad it is. So what I'm guessing is the transmission of these channels, they can't make it backwards compatible with the antiquated equipment we have. So we're just losing channels. We pay full price, but don't get full service. That just blows my mind. And then when you talk, all you hear is, we're going to do something. And I've said, listen, this is what I heard in 2007. And then there's crickets again. So many crickets. It just... I don't know. But it's the weekend. It'll be EverQuest time, World of Warcraft time tonight. It's... Oh, and now in some of the WikiLeaks emails, it's bringing back the... Justice Scalia was assassinated. It's literally, they talk about wet works, which is a Russian term for assassinations. And this is in what is it? Don't think wet works meant pool party at the vineyard. Sounds like it will be a bad night. We all need to buckle up and double down. I did not jump on that, but now I'm starting to wonder. I really am. I'm wondering. Listen, WikiLeaks. I know the Democrats are screaming, some of these are fake. They're trying to throw doubt in people's mind, and it's not working. WikiLeaks has been 100% for the last 10 years. So I doubt they're going to start messing up now just to mess with Hillary. You don't need to. It's sickening. But wet works is a term used by intelligence and a lot of Russians, meaning assassinate. It's assassination terms. What's scary is someone was just pointing out right behind Justice Scalia's house is a vineyard. And in the email, didn't think wet works meant pool party at the vineyard. That really piques my interest right there. That really I just tweeted that on at Jersey Joe Talks, which is my my Twitter account and my Facebook account. Watch the video. Check it out. This woman is so wrong, so disgusting, so corrupt. They're out to give driver's licenses to illegal aliens, which would then allow illegal aliens to vote. And we're in trouble, folks. It's a fight. It's a fight. It's not a fight because we don't like Hillary. It's a fight because this country is in danger. We're being taken over by some very sick individuals that are looking to destroy this country of ours. Like I said, I'm expecting if Hillary wins, we're done. The show will be done. SHR Media will be done. And the Sackheads were talking about it too. Whew. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, Green Party's Jill Stein tells progressives, don't waste your vote on corporate Democrats who betray you. She's turning around telling them, do not vote for Hillary. She's not a progressive. She's going to betray you. She's going to lie to you. It's beautiful. It's... She's putting out there the Podesta emails. Invest your vote in a movement party, not in more crooked behavior from the Democrats. And who's the movement party? Trump. It's... And here it is. Clinton says she can't recall key details about email server. Hillary Clinton said under oath in a court filing Thursday that she can't recall key details about her use of a private email server, and she refused to answer questions about it posed by a conservative legal group. Clinton lawyer David Kendall provided the Democrat presidential nominee sworn responses to 25 written questions submitted by Judicial Watch. The group has filed multiple lawsuits seeking copies of government documents from Clinton's tenure as Secretary of State. Clinton's answers provided no new information beyond what she told FBI agents during the recent closed investigation and whether she and her staff mishandled classified information. In her responses, Clinton used some variation of does not recall at least 21 times. For example, Clinton was asked when she decided to use her private email account to conduct government business and whom she consulted in making that decision. She could not recall. But she can recall what Trump said. She can't recall her own actions. She can't recall her own decisions. So Glenn Beck lately has been backing the liberals, which he's been a closet liberal for a while, and he's proved it through his actions. And he's still getting attacked from the left. It's funny. The Huffington Post is that Glenn Beck's website, The Blaze, is coming apart, suffering from a lack of editorial direction, staff attrition, and internal discord, according to sources inside the news outlet. The site, which Beck launched in 2010 to serve as the conservative counterpart to the Huffington Post, has dropped from 25 employees on its editorial side to just 6. A source inside the Blaze who requested anonymity for fear of retribution told Huffington Post that the mood among the rapidly diminishing news team is somber. The few people who are still left are looking for an exit because they know the Blaze is over. They haven't told us straight up that they're done with us, but all signs point to it, and they're not replacing people who are laid off or get out. Glenn Beck is doing more damage to the conservative movement than any other person. Well, Ryan Paul is doing a shitload of damage. It's more years. It's scary. We're heading to war, people. One way or another. Don't know which country, but we're heading to war. It's what this administration has been doing. And I really think because they see a conservative president on the horizon, they want to cause as much issues as they can, or at least so that when a conservative takes over, that there's going to be a war inevitably. But one way or another, they're out for war. Oh, and just a side note. In Pennsylvania, GOP registers 243 new voters, while 100,000 of them were former Democrats. The numbers aren't going the other way either. So, all right, it is the weekend. Be safe, be happy, have fun. I'll see you Monday. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, YouTube Speaker, and iTunes. Have a great weekend. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.